Hi, I'm Paul Stringfellow here at Insight Berlin 2016, and I'm joined today by Grant Cayley. Hi, Grant.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm very well, Grant. And would you like to tell the audience a little bit about what you do and what your role at NetApp is?
Sure. Well, I'm the Chief Technologist for NetApp in the UK and Ireland. So I spend a lot of my time taking the solutions that NetApp has and really putting them in words that make more sense to customers and partners in the UK and Ireland in particular.
So last time we spoke, we talked quite a lot about some of the big industry trends that are challenging our customers. Do you want to give us a little bit about what you see those industry trends are and some of the challenges they present?
Yeah, well, they kind of fall into two categories, I suppose. The first is around about the changing kind of application landscape, and we're seeing that really as companies look to support digitalization, third platform applications, supporting really the kind of unknown scale of those applications. So we've gone very much from a world of mode one type of applications where you sized it in advance for a known set of requirements for 3 or 4 years, to a world now where we don't actually know how much we're going to have to scale or even shrink back an environment. And this third platform landscape is something that's very much one of the trends we see today. But then when you look at it from the other side, in terms of looking at it from a storage technology perspective, we've obviously seen the rise of flash recently, the desire to move into the cloud. But when you look at some of the technologies like SSDs, we've already had 15 terabyte SSDs released this year. We're looking at a roadmap, and this is from the vendors who are producing the disk drives, of 32, 64, 256 terabyte SSDs. So that's going to fundamentally change quite dramatically how we look at really providing storage products in the future. And then also with the rise of things like NVMe technologies, we're seeing those, potentially putting persistent memory into servers and how that will change the data management landscape. But actually how we also consume NVMe in storage arrays and potentially in the future how those storage arrays are linked together. So there's a whole raft of new technologies that are really creating some interesting and actually really exciting challenges for both NetApp and our customers and partners.
You mentioned there, and that is a huge set of challenges. You mentioned, we talked about how those might affect customers and businesses. But how are NetApp helping people to address these challenges? What is it that NetApp are doing to take some of these things on head on?
Yeah, well, I think you separate it into almost two things. So you've got the technology, so really supporting the widest range of technologies, adopting new technologies as they come along. That's one fundamental aspect. But the second aspect is really that it's about customers' data. They don't care about the technology per se. What they care about is their data that sits on top of that technology. So what NetApp are really looking to do is how we make that data mobile across any form of platform that the customer wants to deploy. So whether it's in-premise, in the cloud, in a service provider, we're really looking at how we help the customer contain their data, manage their data, protect their data, look at the security of it, to give them all of the different options, irrespective of where they actually plan on putting that data.
That's great stuff, Grant. And so if people want to catch up with you and ask you some questions, either at Insight or maybe outside of that, are you on Twitter? What's a good way of getting hold of you?
I'm indeed, yeah. So I'm Grant A. Cayley, C-A-L-E-Y, on Twitter. Or I'll be wandering around Insight for the next few days, so people are more than welcome to come up to me and ask me whatever difficult questions they feel inclined to ask.
So we would definitely support the idea of difficult questions for Grant. So Grant, thanks very much for your time, much appreciated. Have a great insight, and we'll speak to you soon.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul.